Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and today we're having a look at most of the beaches along the south coast of Paphos, so you know where to go when you want to get on a sunbed. The film is going to be a mixture of drone footage and walkie-talkie shots like this, but it's mainly because of the proximity of some of the beaches to the nearest airport. So if you want to find more detailed information about any of the beaches here, you should look in our beaches directory on our main Paphos Life website at paphoslife.com/directory/beach. So let's have a map first. This shows you the south coast of Paphos that we'll be looking at. We're not going to be going to places like Lava Bay and White River Beach, A.S. George's Harbour, I'm not even sure you can swim there at the moment, or Paphos Beach at Cap St George. Instead, we're going to be concentrating on beaches that you can reach by bus. First of all is the Corallia Beach, so let's go there. And you'll see that the 615 bus will drop you off, and there it is at the top of the picture, right at the beach. Most of the beaches in this are blue flag beaches, so they'll all have facilities, etc. And if that's not the case, I'll specify it in the film. So the toilets are just up there along with the showers and the top right. But you can see it's lovely sandy beach. The hotel in the background is the Corallia Beach Hotel Apartments. And then you got this Arapis Coral Bay restaurant coming into view, and followed by the Coral Beach Hotel and Resort. And you can walk all the way from Corallia Beach along the front of that hotel, and there's more beach there for you to explore. And we just have one little pan around the other side, and there's an archaeological park on the far side of the beach next to Thalassa Boutique Hotel. Next up, Coral Bay Beach. So again, you want the 615 bus from Paphos, but you don't stay until the end. You get off at the stop before it. And this is Coral Bay Beach itself. They've now got the sunbeds out. Mid-August there'll be a lot more sunbeds than you see here, but there are restaurants and toilet facilities, etc. at either end of the beach. You can park just on the right there, but you're better off if you park at the main car park above all that, just because you don't have to worry about getting jammed in or anything. Beach is lovely, golden sands yet again. It's a myth that Paphos doesn't have really sandy beaches. And later on at this end we'll also have more sunbeds. Next up is Pachyammos Bay. This is also known as the Kissonerga Community Beach, or the CU Beach Bar area. Now, CU Beach Bar no longer exists. It was at the site of these buildings here. It's been replaced by some temporary structures and some showers and some toilets, which are in the process of being developed. Got a lifeguard station here. It's not a blue flag beach, and there are big signs warning of riptide, so don't swim here if there's no lifeguard around. Okay, because riptides can be a problem along the coast. Next up, talking of riptides, is Sandy Beach. And if you see the start of this clip, right in the centre there's signs warning you of the riptides. Do not ignore those signs, and make sure a lifeguard is on duty if you swim here or at the other beach, Pachyammos Bay. But Sandy Beach, I mean, you can't get any sandier than that really, can you? It's not the biggest beach in the world, but it is very nice indeed. And it's got a very lovely and vibrant beach bar and surfing community there too. And there's a little stream that runs down from Lemba. Goes on the right there, you can see. Next up we have St George's Beach. Now this is in the process of possibly expanding. This is St George's Beach Hotel in the background, which was renovated over the winter period. There's the beach itself. But if you look to the left, before you get to the Leonardo Laura Beach and Splash Resort, they appear to be sticking a lot more sand down and possibly turning this area into a beach too. Now, towards the coast, the waters, there's already an artificial reef built. So if they do make this a beach, it will be a nice safe one. You can see the reef there. That's what I was trying to explain. There's also this funny monument which looks like a metal bird's nest on a long pole. I'm not really sure what that is, to be honest. And Just in front of the Leonardo Laura Hotel, there's this other little bit here, which that's only just recently been turned into a beach there. So hopefully that's going to happen to the rest of the area as well. Right, next up we have Venus Beach. This used to be another notorious black spot for riptides, but they put an artificial reef down and they've done the area up, and now it's this wonderful beach you can see before you. The sunbeds are all out in force. All the film you see in this has been filmed in the last couple of weeks, by the way, I should point out. There's no historical footage. So it's all pretty current. They like their sunbeds regimental here, but on this side of the beach towards the camera, you can plonk your blanket down if you don't want to pay the money. And behind them you can see the toilets and the shower facility. That's Venus Beach Hotel behind that as well. And also in here is Capital Coast Hotel. Next up we have the Lighthouse Beach. This is a stark change to the regimental rows you get at Venus Beach. It's a bit more laid back here. And the kiosk there on the right is very good value. And as always, I will recommend their BLTs. Not because I get any free ones, but just because they're really good. And you'll see why it's called the Lighthouse Beach. It's right next to the archaeological park. And there's the Lighthouse Beach, the lighthouse, sorry. And you can walk from here to the harbour along the coast path. You can say the same about all of the beaches, but this is the more realistic one to walk from. Now you have in the centre of the seafront, you have the Municipal Baths, which is stretching the definition of the word beach a bit, though it is blue flag status. It's more of a, in terms of, there's no real sandy beach, but it's a good place for going swimming in the centre of Paphos. There's changing facilities on the left in that picture next to the restaurant. And there's more changing facilities just coming into view by the lifeguard station, you can see. There is a little bit of sand there as well. Very good for snorkeling though. And then you have a very small beach called Alykes Beach, which is in front of the Annabelle Hotel. There's a lifeguard station just in front there. Most people tend to swim here when they do swim on the bit on the left. But there is a bit of sand up here too, on the right. And I think it's the Uzeri restaurant you can see just to the rear of the beach. The hotel behind it is the Elmira now. It's coming into view. And next up we have Vrysoudia B Beach. So if you say that, I don't think anyone will know what you're talking about. That's the beach there, and it's directly in front of the Alexander the Great Hotel. I particularly like this one. It's quite small, but it's very picturesque. And there's a stairway going up to the hotel, or you can access it from the coast path on the right of this picture. But it's a very pleasant little beach. And again, it's sandy. It's a myth that there aren't sandy beaches in Paphos. There aren't as many sandy beaches as you get in Ayia Napa, but they definitely have sandy beaches here. Next up we have Vrysoudia A Beach, also known as SODAP. SODAP is a wining conglomerate, and they basically gave up the land, so it was named after them. Here you have the main central Paphos beach, I would say, and it's got the Antasia Beach Bar built on top of it, which is what you can see there. And now the sunbeds are out. They came out a couple of weeks ago and they're looking very nice. Again, in August, there'll probably be a lot more sunbeds. But this is very popular. It's the Amavi Hotel you can see behind it. And there's parking facilities behind it too, if you're driving. Next up we have Pachyammos Beach. Pachyammos is a word, it just means wide sands basically. And it's in, there used to be two beaches here, but they've joined into one. So you've got the bit on the left there, which is in front of the Olympic Lagoon Resort. And then coming into play here, you have the main one by the Louis Imperial Beach Hotel. Now this one is perfect for families with small kids because there's an artificial reef just in front which creates this nice big safe pool for them to swim in. And there's obviously water sports here available as well. And you can build sand castles too. Very nice. Let's have one look at it. And we're panning around here because this is the last footage we can show you from the drone. Beyond here, the proximity to the airport, I mean, it's still about, I think it's 10 miles or 10 kilometres, means I can no longer fly the drone though. So have one last look. And then we'll go to Pachyammos II Beach, and I will head over to the audio mic I was using. Now we're at one end of Pachyammos II Beach. It stretches all the way along there and around that little point. I'll just show you both sides of it more. Most of the sunbeds at this end are actually on the green lawn area. Behind them you have all the various hotels along the hotel strip, like the Athena Royal. I'm not going to name all of them because there's too many of them to name in one film. So I've come to the lifeguard station in the middle to give you a better look at Pachyammos II Beach. Hopefully you can hear me above the waves because it's a little bit choppy here today. But this is one of the main beaches behind the hotel strip. And you can see down that way there's a mix of rocks at the shore, but also some sandy bits. So you can build a sandcastle here if the mood suits you. And obviously beyond the sand there was all the sunbeds in the hotel grounds themselves. There's plenty for everybody. Next up we move to the eastern end of the hotel strip. Now we've come to an area that's not officially a blue flag beach, but we're behind the Pioneer Beach Hotel, Assamina Suites, Aquamarine and the Eve Marie Hotel, going up that way towards Pachyammos Beach. And they've cleared all the seaweed away now, and there are a few sunbeds around, and there are a lot of gazebos which are part of the hotels, but presumably you'd have to be a hotel guest to use them. There are some nice little rocks you can go out to get a bit more of an adventurous swim, and there's a little jetty you can swim on as well. There are lifeguards here, so even though it's not blue flag, you'll still get most of the blue flag benefits, like decent water. I'm not sure about toilet facilities, but anyway, I haven't got a name for this beach, but it is right next to the St Nicholas Chapel, which I'll just show you up there. It's a very popular chapel. And go inside is all I can say, because it's very pretty. To many people, this is the start of the Paphos boardwalk that runs all the way to Sandy Bay, Lempa. So you can, if I pan around slowly, follow the path this way, and that'll take you to Geroskipou Beach and all the way up that way. And last but not least, we have Geroskipou Beach itself. Finally, in our look at the beaches on the south coast of Paphos, we come to Geroskipou Beach, and you can get here from the centre of Paphos on a bus. It's the 606, or you can drive here. I mean, they're in the process of tarting up the car park on the other side of the road, which is what all that building noise is, making it a lot nicer. Or you can park on the beach side, though bear in mind that during busy times that can get very chock-a-block. But I'll show you briefly what it's like here. Again, I can't fly the drone here because of the proximity to the airport, so you're just going to have to put up with my camera. Now, the beach is not yet ready for the summer tourist season. It still needs to be cleared of all the seaweed, but that will happen, and also sunbeds will appear clustered around the various kiosks, because there are 3 taverns here, four actually, if you include the Untitled. So up that way, from the top end, at the Geroskipou end, you'd have the Cabana Beach Bar. Then you've got the Fia Beach Bar. If you pan slowly round, you can see the Jolly Roger out there. And there's an artificial reef out there, so this area is very good for swimming. It's all perfectly safe, and there are lifeguards present. And that brings us around to the famous Vrysoudia Beach Bar. I do have to stress that by the time you come here for your summer holidays, all this seaweed will be removed, and by Vrysoudia Beach Bar and the others, and you've got the, I think it's the Untitled up there as well. But they will, they'll have sunbeds around them. There are patches between the taverns where you can go onto the beach without sunbed, so don't worry about that if you don't want to fork out the €2.50 for a sunbed and €2.50 for the shade. What else to say? Oh, by the tavern you'll also find showers and changing facilities and toilets. So that's a look at all the beaches on the south coast of Paphos. I hope you enjoyed that. Please do like and subscribe, etc. And I will see you in the next film. Cheers. As a footnote, it's worthwhile mentioning that Fia Restaurant on Geroskipou Beach has now opened for the summer. And also, if you want to find more detailed information about any of the beaches here, you should look in our beaches directory on our main Paphos Life website at paphoslife.com/directory/beach. Finally, if you did find this useful, please subscribe to our channel and bung us a few coffees at buymeacoffee.com/paphoslife. All coffees are gratefully received. Thank you very much. Cheers.